experienced a long time back pain problems really from a couple of years right now. In November, I had some injury that cues the issue that I came here from. So the issue was that my disc was slipped and I feel pain all the time really. Cannot just walk, cannot sit, generally was lose totally the independency. So basically I just figure out that I need to do something with that. And I just find you guys on the just typing in the Google physiotherapist, and I just look someone who have like great reviews on the internet. So I just found you guys and just call and book the first. I remember was like I was in really bad shape. Generally I just use the crouches to came here, but basically even with the crouches I cannot stand like more than a minute or two because I have constant pain in my low back. My leg is numb. So I was really I even remember when I have like wait for a sec, I just need to be on my knees because I literally cannot just sit down really even for a sec. So that was the condition came here. Not quite good. So of course I was thinking that the issue gonna be relief in the week or something. So I just only use the painkillers. So it's only like a temporary solution. I don't want to do it in the long period of time because it's not really healthy to do it. And you know, when I just realized that after a week, literally, there is no progress, I try to contact with NHS, like they saying the same thing all the time. So do the painkillers, stay in bed, like it should be released. Even if I try to set up some meeting, some appointment with the physio from the NHS, they said like it's gonna take 6 weeks or something. So generally after this kind of the message, I just decide I need to do something because there is no progress. I cannot just live like that because as I mentioned, like I totally lose my independence. I cannot do anything myself really. So it was really hard. Also one of the biggest things was that mentality issue. I think when you're active person like I was before, even with my back problem, I just go to gym, running, swimming, do lots of activities. And when you one day just lose all these things, you need to ask help for everything. So that was really hard to me. So that was the decision, and I was super happy that when I just called first time. I think this was like, for example, Friday, and I had the appointment straight away after the weekend, so I don't even need to wait for reaction. So yeah, I remember I got assessment with you. So yeah, we done a full assessment. We do the photos. I remember you check my posture. We do some simple exercise to see what's the level of the movement I can do, what I cannot do, what generate the most issue, in what position the pain increased. So yeah, I was really happy that everything looks really professional. We plan a whole treatment, so we decided to have like 6 weeks intensive one. Like I remember it was 3 times per week. The session, and another 4 weeks to recover totally. I was open for any advice really. I was in the situation that I knew it, that any kind of help should help me. So it's our first goal. It was to release the pain because I can't even sleep at that time. So that was super hard for the body, for the everything. So that was the first step, to just release the pain with small steps, and then in the next phase start to back to the phase when I was before everything's happened. Was really good. I feel every time when I have a treatment, I feel a little bit better. It's really small steps. Of course, I was a little not too much patient, so I want to get the results straight away. But I sometimes I didn't see the difference like day by day, but if we just compare the week by week, especially when I meet people who don't see me like 2 weeks or a week, they see massive difference between how I look right now and how I was a week ago. So that was that was something showing that the progress is good and we're going in the good direction. I think also the great thing was that I get the list of the exercise I should do daily based in home. From my perspective was good as I'm working from home, so I was available to do it like even a couple times a week, and I think that have also super positive impact on the whole process. That was great day. I remember like when I came here with crouches. We have this. I think that was the time when we have like middle assessment or something like that. So after, I don't remember, like couple 2 weeks or something, we have like this middle way assessment when you again check everything with me, how I feel, how I start to working, and you just decide, okay, now this is the day. Let's move out the crouches, and I just walk out without them. So that was really great. That massive goal we just achieved. I think really quickly. Everything. Literally, no. My life goes back literally to the same. Even I think better because I had this issue from the long time. So sometimes the pain increased. Sometimes there was a part of the time that I felt good, but now I can just do everything I can do in home. I can just walk. I can just go to shopping. I'm do the exercise in home. Will back in the next week to the gym. So that's another thing. I'm super happy what we achieved, and I know that we can achieve even a little more in the future state. I wasn't really skeptical about that. I know that this should help me because I have some experience in the past with the physio. But of course, like after first week when we had the first session, I was a little bit worried about maybe we cannot do the progress. But every time when I just meet you saying like, no worries, we're gonna do it, small steps, we're gonna achieve this, achieve that. Especially after the starting the process, I was maybe a little bit skeptic, but after 2 weeks when I start to see the real results, like the massive difference, so I know it that I will just back to the place I was before everything's happened. For this one, it's definitely need to be like consistent. Like it cannot be, even if you have like really small problem with the back pain, because lots of people now have them, like they think that they can just come once, do some like session and just it will be probably have some effect straight away because it's happening like that, but it's consistent and regular visit are the key. Yeah, it was a little bit strange, especially everything that we need to prepare, get the stuff on me and everything, hold the suit. But yeah, definitely it works really well. I feel the difference will increase the muscle strength. Because one of the issue I didn't probably also mention was like before, because I was stuck in the bed about 2 weeks before I just came, maybe a week and a half. And of course, from the time of the treatments, most of the time I just lay on my bed, I don't walk, so my muscle lose the strength. So I've got my leg was tiny one, start to be tiny, and the second one in the better shape. When we start this treatment, it's definitely have an impact. I feel every time when I just back the next day, I feel a little bit like hardcore training in the gym. Definitely see so and I think this kind of treatments are really beneficial for the in this case when I'm right now. So of course the first part of the treatment was totally different. One of the goal was to release the pain, and then just back to the normal. Great.
I had hesitation.
Yeah. Basically, I'm super happy to meet you guys and came to you. It was like probably like, I didn't do lots of research when I just type in the Google physiotherapist, and he was on the top of the list probably. So why and check the reviews. That's the only one I just done before I just decided to came to you.
Yeah.
And because everything was happening so fast, I think that's from the patient side. I think it's super important that when I just call, I have the appointment straight away. So I don't need to wait weeks to have a first assessment. After we got the assessment, it wasn't like we have an assessment and okay, you can start treatment in the next 2 weeks. We just have a plan for the, I don't know, I don't remember what was like next day or maybe 2 days after the assessment. We have full plan. From the exercise perspective in home, you share with me this app when I had all the exercise, so there wasn't really issue with doing the exercise because there was a video and everything, so well prepared for me to do what I need to do in home. Great. Okay. No, I definitely recommend. When I was a couple of weeks ago, I was in Poland, and also I visit some physiotherapists and personal trainer there, and I just describe all my history. Some of them, they know about me because I just do some treatments years ago there. And when I just describe what was happened when I was in 6 weeks ago and when I'm right now, they was really impressed that everything happened so fast and that I'm just back to the condition that I'm right now from the short time period really. Because from some perspective you can think like, oh, 6 or 8 weeks is long, but it's really short. So that was the recommendation from your colleagues in Poland really.
Perfect.
I'm super happy. I'm super happy what we achieved. We achieved literally all the goals we set up on the assessment, because I don't know if I mentioned about that, but on the assessment part we also set up the goals what we want to achieve on the I think first 4 weeks and then the next 6 weeks. So we achieved everything.